BEC 2026 practical question section A. Now, this is the diagram, okay? Question 1B. It says that name the parts labeled I, and I, vein, and vein. So the first thing you are supposed to take note, first of all, is to identify what system is this. And we know this is the respiratory system. So let's look at what our I is. Now, our I is known as larynx. Please pay attention. Is the larynx, also known as the voice box. Please, that is the part that vibrates to produce sound, okay? Is the larynx. That is not the pharynx. The pharynx is found up here. This is where the pharynx is, and that's why a lot of people get confused, okay? Good. Then the I, where a lot of people too are making mistake. The I always tell students, the part that you normally see, those curves, is always called the trachea. If you also write the windpipe, you also get it correct. That is the trachea, okay? Then our I, this part is called the bronchi. In singular, it's called the bronchus. So take note of that. This is for singular, okay? Now, we have our IV. Our IV is the lungs. Our vein is also known as the diaphragm. Check your spellings very well. It's very important. So these are the parts. Did you get it correct? Let's go to the next part. Give one function each of the parts labeled I, and I vein. So meaning that if you don't know your I, you are wrong. And meaning that if you get here wrong too, you can't be able to give the function over here. So our I is what? The trachea, okay? The trachea has two main functions you can write. It carries oxygen inhaled to the lungs. If you see that, you are good. Another function is also it helps traps germs with the cilia lining. Any of this you write is correct, okay? Then let's look at the next part, which is the I. Our I is what? The bronchus, okay? So the bronchus, as you see, is like the trachea that is separated into two. So I normally say the trachea, when it's separated into two branches, is no longer called trachea. It's called the bronchus or the bronchi, as I explained to you in plural. So what it does is that it carries oxygen to the two separate lungs to be sent to the bronchus. That is the smaller branches of the bronchus. This one. That is all. It's nothing strange, okay? Good. And let's look at our vein, okay? Our vein is the diaphragm. Because space is not there, I'll do the vein here. So our vein, let's look at what our vein does. Our vein, it contracts. Please pay attention. When we inhale air, okay, and relaxes when we exhale air. As simple as that. Doing this will award you your mark, because that is what it does. It contracts, okay, to when we inhale air to allow the air to be able to move into the lungs. Then it also relaxes whenever we exhale air. Now let's look at the next aspect. Name the most important gas during the process of respiration that is used by the body. Now this is respiration. What is respiration? It's a process whereby glucose is oxidized in the cells of the body to release what? Energy. Okay? Carbon dioxide and water. Now we said that name the most important gas during the process of respiration that is used by the body. So glucose is oxidized. So the gas that is being used by the body over there is the oxygen. Okay? Because without it you cannot breathe, and that is what the red blood cells will carry it to produce the energy. When the oxygen combined with the glucose, it produces the adenosine triphosphate, which is the energy for you to get in your body. Then brought out from your body, you know that one already. That is the what? Carbon dioxide. Because when you breathe in oxygen, you bring out what? Carbon dioxide.